Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the journey of Spartacus through Skyrim, where we seek the endless slaughter of our enemies throughout the world, along with dragons. We're currently, just a little recap, we've done most of the stuff, the intro stuff, gotten to Riverwood, cleared Bleak Falls Barrow, and we are currently in Whiterun, getting ready. We've been tasked to go outside and try to face a dragon due to our experience, and then hopefully we'll be able to get that shout unlocked today in this video, and then we may be headed down to probably not we probably won't have time, but hopefully the idea is to start getting to get the first word of Elemental Fury so we can start utilizing that. With any luck, I don't expect to get the full 10 levels. I think we have 10 to go before we get Dual Savagery and our Dual Wield. But that's going to be the next big perk point we're looking for. So without further ado, let's get into the gameplay and see what we got. So we're not going to do, we still have a bunch of alchemy mats. Our weight is fairly manageable at the moment. We're only at 200 out of, 315 essentially. So we've still got some weight. We actually will get dragon mode, so we may want to offload a little bit here, which we may do. What do you want?
A letter. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
A letter, huh? Why, what? Well, it's the Jarl of Falkreath. That actually works out well for us because I believe Falkreath is close to one of the words of power for the Elemental Fury. I think we're a little early at 2:42 a.m. So we'll give her a little 6-hour wait here. So we're going to start at the alchemy vendor. We're not going to do any of the alchemy because we want kind of like, before, I believe I explained it in, I think that part 2, the way, with the scaling for legendary, we want our combat skills to kind of outpace our supplementary levels for like things like, alchemy, enchanting, stuff like that. So we want to be able to kill our enemies and initially, and then be able to make that easier with those, rather than make them the basis of our level and not be able to kill our enemies. So here we're actually just looking to offload some stuff. We're not particularly interested in buying from her, but we always look for wheat. Well, we did have the stint where we walked through the fields, the farms, and stuff like that. So this is just kind of a way to get more stuff as you get gold. The good thing about the alchemy, right, especially if you're leveling the alchemy, is that as you get gold, you'll get gold to be able to make potions. You'll be able to sell the potions to make the gold. But creating the potions allows you to level. The higher the level, the better the potion is. The better the potion is, the more gold you get. The more gold you get, the more materials you get, and it just keeps kind of snowballing from there.
So you're an alchemist then?
So let's see what we have to give her. We have these potions of slows that we made, so we're going to get offload those. We're not too worried about slows. Regenerate magicka, no. We'll keep the strength. I believe we'll hold on to the frenzy potion for maybe a deer if we're looking for, killing a deer or something like that. If we need hide or something. It'll also probably, frenzy potions are generally the ones that we stick away from, or we would, sell first. And apparently my left click takes me out of that menu, so I'm gonna manage this with the that keyboard. So all these give us health. The wine gives us like stamina regeneration and some initial stamina as well. And then all of our ingredients, they do, cost weight, which is unfortunate. Doing the non-modded, they don't cost a lot of weight, but eventually they'll cost quite a bit as we continue to collect. So we couldn't sell anything really there. We're going to go to here because this is a general goods vendor. This will allow us to sell, books, stuff like that, just about anything that isn't nailed down.
Everything's for sale. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
The things that we'll try to avoid selling are weapons, armor, stuff like that, because we can sell those to the blacksmiths, who are significantly more prevalent. So here we'll get rid of some of these amethysts. Flawless garnet. I'm going to keep onto the glass because that's pretty rare material to get. At least right now, and when we finally break into glassmithing, we're going to want a bunch of that. We're not going to get rid of any soul gems, but we'll get rid of this ruby. So I'm going to get rid of our gems. Got ingredients. We've got books. And these scrolls we picked up. Yeah, so we can only sell these to like the general goods vendor and, Farengar. The fireball did absolutely no damage. The harmony we don't care or want. Let's see if he has anything we want. Specifically, when I'm in here, I'm kind of looking for things like this, like a dwarven metal ingot. And there's some glass, so we're going to pick up some glass. How much is it? It's 83. That we have a little bit to sell. So we'll pick up one of these. There's the scroll for 83. So now we still have these potions. At 68. That's 113. See, stamina regenerates. Two-handed is increased, and illusion spells are stronger, along with fire damage resistance. Hopefully, at some point, we might look for some potions that are good for our setup, where, one-handed is increased, stamina is regen, and maybe a damage resistance of some type. If you know of any, or you have one you like, leave a comment, let me know what it is, and we'll play around with it. And this guy should be able to take these, should we wish him to. Sell the ring, because that's an exact amount. He didn't have anything else I wanted, so I'm going to go ahead and sell the rest of it to a blacksmith. And then hopefully, we're gonna go up to the Whiterun Castle again and talk to the smith's dad, the lady smith's dad, because he had a quest for us. Technically, she had the quest, and he's just the finish for it. But it gives us some gold, and I want to stop carrying around that giant two-handed sword. I don't want it. I don't want it anymore. I definitely prefer to carry the gold in my pocket.
The Jarl is from Adrian? Ah, thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. Enjoy your visit to Dragon.
49.75. We can't buy a house yet, but we're only level 10, and we can almost buy a house. The Breeze home here, which is good. We don't necessarily need any furnishings. We will want to at least get a chest of some type so that we can essentially store our stuff there. I don't particularly like to build in Whiterun. I definitely prefer the, I think it's the Hearthfire, or the one where you get to, I think it's the Hearthfire expansion, or add-on. It's not an add-on, it's like an addition that they created that allows you to build your own home. That I enjoy, because there are some real choices about like what's available and what's not.
some good blades, helmets,
All right.
pretty much anything to suit your needs.
What do you have? A torpor for stamina damage. An orcish warhammer, an orcish bow. Some steel items. There's enough sparks. So we're not actually gonna buy any of that. We'll wait until we get things naturally, or until we're just swimming in gold and ready to drop that on a few things. We get rid of this hide helmet, the extra leather bracers. That's our apparel, miscellaneous. Just gonna use the keyboard. We're gonna keep all of this. And what do we got in weapons? We have that orcish greatsword that we picked up. That's really heavy. Some steel arrows. The pickaxe we're gonna hold on to. Imperial sword we're gonna keep. And the hunting bow, which we are gonna hold on to as well. And then the arrows, so don't really matter. Because they don't have weight. Now, if we're ever really hurting for gold, we can do that.
This is not over.
Oh, looks like we can upgrade this. That's good. So, takes one ingot. I think I have a corundum.
The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace.
Killing vampires? I haven't noticed any vampire menaces yet.
Heard that the Hall of the Vigilance was the Vigilance. That's why our leader, Isran, is reestablishing the Dawn Guard.
Oh, okay.
Serious vampire.
Well, we might be okay with that.
For someone in Whiterun.
Dawn Guard.
We'll pay good money for information.
You'll decide if you're Dawn Guard material.
Need something? A woman, a foreigner in these lands. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any. We are not welcome here in Whiterun.
You're right.
So we will be in Rorikstead.
I wonder if it's a something they did. I think it's something they did because the other guy got caught. But
we're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell.
I don't think it's racism. Though racism is interestingly enough a really prevalent thing in the Skyrim or Morrowind, the Elder Scrolls universe. It's kind of the basis of some of the race hate, if you will, between what is it? Things like the Dunmer and Argonians. They hate each other. Let's see. Well, that was not what I wanted at all. Studded Imperial. Nope, none of that. We'll leave that alone.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
We'll buy one piece of
I'd say we're prosperous. The city's, but you're probably more.
That wasn't what I wanted to say at all.
Mead Hall. Take a look.
She should have a steel ingot for me. She does not. That's okay. Take one corundum and one. Grr.
Don't forget. Check inside the shop if you need anything.
There's an iron ingot, but I can't make a steel one because it's not corundum ore. Gosh darn it. I messed up. Worst purchase of my life.
Have you met my father?
Well, that'll be that. We'll take the upgraded sword here. Do we have any level ups? We do not. Oh, this could be scary. Let's see if there's any I think when it's grayed out like this, it's not available. So we will wait our 24 hours just to make sure that it comes up. We'll actually stop it here when it gets to a decent time, so about 6 o'clock in the morning, so we can go through the gate, and then we'll go straight after the dragon. We're going to go try to help Irilith. We're really going to help them kill it. I don't think we can stand up to it. I do believe it is scaled down for its, its purpose. It's not as strong as a typical dragon. And here, I think we can verify that. Yeah, so now that it's lit up, it's available for us to use. And hey, we picked the orc class. We might as well pick that which makes it unique. All right, I believe we are headed this way. It's the Khajiit van. Here's some of those farms we not necessarily raided or pillaged, checked for all of their valuables. More alchemy. Alchemy just can never leave the mind. We got some lavender here. We got some butterfly. Oh, but the big one was right there, and I really... Why did I fall off? It's these blue butterflies. Got him. Where's the other one? Where'd the third one go? Yeah, right on top of my head. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna give this after she talks, we'll give this a little quick save. This dragon's dangerous. Even though he's weaker than most dragons, he's dangerous. And the other thing that he does is that once you've completed this, it unlocks dragons for the world. If you don't ever finish it, essentially, if you don't do this quest, right, if you just never come here, and start this part, dragons don't spawn in the world. So you could technically do everything in the world with the exception of the main story and never fire this off. You could do essentially it forces you into a playthrough without shouts. But if you never use shouts, you never open up shouts, then you never have to deal with dragons, and you never have to deal with them just randomly, procking on you in the world. All right, so this is try number 3. I'm cutting out any of the failed attempts. Essentially, 1 dragon's breath kills us, and 1 melee bite or chomp kills us. When we're in our Berserk, it might not be a full melee bite. Luckily, I haven't yet died to that, but I'm sure it's coming up. When obviously we'll be showing the kill attempt and how we do it. It is a very slow process. With a dragon this early in the game. On other difficulties, like an adept difficulty or something like that, it's much easier. It's definitely something you can, like Berserk, and then do your two-handed attacks, and he'll die very quickly after that. You'll get the staggers to keep him on the ground longer. But as in its current state, with our build the way it is, it's even being as powerful as we kind of are for our level 10 character, we don't match up to this dragon at all. His armor is too high for us to really do damage to, and his base damage is great. So in here we are just looking to whittle him down, nice and easy. And then once he gets to a point that is manageable for us, or easily manageable for us, we'll be, kind of switching back to the dual wield and putting our Berserk up, and hopefully finishing off the last bit of his health. So he's actually mad at them, but oh, he's got somebody over there that he's melee attacking. I was gonna say, if he breathes fire at them and hits me, I'm gonna be dead instantly. Like, it's just a non-contest for me at the moment. She did real good. Got him with some lightning, even though he has him, you know, he's a dragon, so he has extra magic resist. Oh! I felt like that was close. As you can see, we're just kind of whittling him down, and whittling him down, and whittling him down. We've been at it for a minute, and he's we've scratched him. I do like Skyrim seems to have implemented a bunch of things from a bunch of the mods, or popular mods that came from base Skyrim, or that were made for base Skyrim. Like, for example, this one looks like it has I think it was violence that allowed you to see better, like, bloods on mobs, so as you attacked them. Now, dragon always have kind of like bled a little bit to show you damage. This guy looks like he's got a bloody nose essentially, and so we know we haven't just, you know, hurt him real bad, but we also know he's not at full health, and he hasn't just shrugged it all off. Oh man, that's close. Please don't do that again. You're starting to scare me with that. What if I go inside here? Then you won't cook me, right? I don't think that hit.
You're outmatched.
What do you mean you're outmatched? Don't tell that to the dragon. The dragon will eat you. He will literally eat you. Like, he's hungry, kind of eat you. He can defeat you. We were just over this. He will eat you. Go on out there. Go on, Mr. Big Guy. There's the old drive-by. Landing pattern. Oh, nope. Now, I know the Sneak Archer is a very popular build, and apparently has a lot of power to it. Perhaps one of these days we'll pull one of those builds out and give that a go. Archer, I need you to move. There we go. That might have caught his tail fin. Dragon hitboxes are a little weird. Their chest area and whatnot is usually pretty safe, safe bets. But like their wings, you know, their side wings or forewings. Technically, I don't think these qualify as dragons either. I think they qualify as wyverns or wyverns. But you'll notice that his big wing over there, right? That counts. His head counts, and his back, you know, his major body counts. But if you hit him in the like tail wing, that little fin on the back, right? That little flapper, the part that Toothless has got all messed up in the How to Train Your Dragon movies. If you hit him in that, you're just asking for it. Like, there's nothing you got. That's no damage. That's a no damage spot. I feel so terrible. I hate this. Standing in here, cowarding, waiting for him to land. Unfortunately, we have to suffer a little bit of upsetting discomfort. We whiffed that arrow. In order to get to where we want to be. In order to get to the point that we want to get to. Man. That's not good. You're a target. There we go. Now where did you land? You landed over there. That might hit him in the chest. Still hiding. Kind of following his tracker here. We're doing good. We haven't died yet, so that's our measure for doing good. It's not that we're doing a lot of damage. It's not that he's almost dead, because he's not. We're probably gonna run out of arrows before that happens. We'll probably end up having to do some melee to whittle him down. Hopefully he'll be engaged in somebody else at that point. And is he actually attacking somebody over there? Let's send one his way. From Paris with love. I think that's a movie. Couldn't tell you, to be fair. It's not particularly a movie I would probably watch. He seems to be fairly content over here to stare at me. Don't like it. Stop staring at me. So, anytime I come close to taking damage from fire like that, it's like an instant get out the healing and start that up, cause that if I tank that for any prolonged period of time, that is just death. There you go. Aw, why'd you take off? Meanwhile, this archer is just taking up the entire room. Eh. Look, I can't even get around him. You're worthless, sir. Oh, he's also got steel arrows on the ground because he's hitting the wall, or for when he's hitting the wall. Pretty sure that one missed him. He is engaged in somebody else, which is good. Looks like he's about to crispify this guy. Nope. Apparently he was just gonna give us the head fake. Oh no. That's what I'm talking about with that. Like, all he has to do is tag us with it. And the burn did almost all of the job of the rest. In fact, this guy's on fire, so just getting close to him, right, like that, like we just did there, actually caught us on fire. I think we hit him in the foot there. I'm gonna try and go up here. I've never really done the snipering portion, like I said. It's not a playstyle I enjoy a whole lot anyway. There's that. we should be able to hit him from anywhere up here. Are those going anywhere? Behind us. Not doing any damage to him. Nope. I don't like it up here at all. Turns out I feel like that vantage point is really bad. But this Whiterun guy, he has now left us a couple steel arrows. The Whiterun's guard armor is decent. This Amulet of Talos is something we want, especially when we start utilizing the shouts. We'll really want those. So I think he's almost out. Looks like Irilith is tanking him and doing some decent damage. As she can no longer get up, that'll become more and more of a problem because he'll be after us a lot more. I believe she still manages to take aggro even when she's down there like that, and that's why he's shooting her. Apparently, he just caught this Whiterun's body on fire. To be fair, I don't think he's quite yet finished or ready for us to, just hack and slash down. But it also doesn't look like he's going back up into the air. So we're gonna quick save it here, and then we're gonna charge him and see how this works out. I'll tell you that didn't work out at all. So we did the charge, that didn't work out at all. He instantly breathed upon us and killed us. So what we are doing instead is just taking it slow. What we'll really do need is to get a little bit of patience, health. Let Irilith kind of take on him. We'll wait until she gets up, until she not wakes up, becomes a valid target, I think is the best descriptor of it. And when he gets locked onto her, we'll take a potion of magicka here, because why not? We don't really need the potion for magicka, but it helps. It's literally only there so that we can continue to heal ourselves in combat. Here, Irilith just became a valid target, and I'm not sure if he, instantly became disinterested with her. I don't know how he's catching me on fire that way, but We're just spamming arrows into this guy. He's getting down there. This is actually a pretty good spot for us because he seems to be focused on her, which is good. If ever he focuses on us, we are hightailing it. We'll be like a Khajiit caravan anywhere the fighting isn't. Probably should have been roasted to a crisp there, but we managed to stay behind this rock here. Oh, and hold on to that. Turns out that only works if you're actually behind it. And it looks like he's also become disinterested in her. He's definitely not getting up again. We're giving him a heck of a target. I'm taking the healing here, potions here, because I really want to finish this fight. I'm being impatient. And he is punishing me for it. Worst part is, she just got back up, which means that she's tanking him. That's our window. That's when we need to be engaging him, and we're over here because we got a little greedy, and we tried to push things a little fast, and he was having none of it. Here's a steel mace. This guy went all the way to bone meal. We're gonna pick up some of this stuff, loot some of these corpses. In part because we have nothing else to do with our time at the moment, as we wait for our magic to come back in order to heal. But the other part of that is that we need some gold. We need a steel war axe, as long as that's not too heavy. Scaled helmet seems to have a lot of value to it. We almost healed the full there. It would be terrible if we had like a saber-toothed cat or something like that show up. Just really decide to wreck our day. Iron battle axe. We're gonna go through these guys real fast because his health is getting down there a little bit, and that is an opportunity we want to take full advantage of. All right, so let's do this. Let's see what he's got. Put this on here. We're going to quick save there, just in case. He just got mad at somebody else. And now we are going to kill him with some power attacks. We probably didn't have to get him so far down. We probably didn't have to wait that long. The dragon scales, the dragon bones, since those are going to be heavy armor. The dragon bones we're going to pick up, but those are for selling. Almost just strictly for selling. The only time we'll actually keep dragon bone is for all the way in the later part of the game when we're making weapons in the dragon bone style. But other than that, we'll stick to dragon scales. We'll keep those, kind of hoard onto those, because those will end up, I believe, being our end game armor. I don't think there's any specific pieces like for one-handed that are really broken or really good. I think the only gloves or something like that that really apply to one-handed are all for sneak attack damage. So we'll probably be going with some just base enchants. We're going to take everything he's got that was of value. So we got the normal stuff, the steel battle axe, the dragon bones, dragon scales. And we're really close to our weight, so that's good for us. And now we are just going to suck out his soul. I believe this, so the shout, I believe, takes over the power, doesn't it? Yes. So the shout, we'll get this one, we'll put this one on our favorites menu there. And there we go. We did the optional there. Now we have our shout. And it should be here, so we should be able to do this with the unrelenting force. We'll make that into our 0. And 0 doesn't work. Can we make it into 9? It won't let us bind it at all. And Berserker Rage just disappeared because we used it. Yes, I'm patiently waiting here for you guys to.
Dragonborn. In the very old
Dragonborn.
Back from when there were still dragons.
Is that where Akatosh came down, had sex with a human, created Dragonborn, part dragon, part human? Sounds very similar to Zeus and Hercules. I think you might be right. I'm feeling it. Or just killed a dragon, or waited while they killed a dragon so that I could land a killing blow.
What are you talking about? That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them, like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us, do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Houseguard. You ain't the North.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then.
Alright, well now that she's okay with me killing dragons, I've got a bunch of stuff. I've got some gold, I've got some stuff to sell. We will run our Happy Badinskis back to Whiterun, sell that off, buy us a house, if at all possible, and hopefully outfit it with some, you know what it is. Outfit it with a chest. That's what I said earlier, a chest. So that we can put our gear in it, put our stuff in it, and utilize it to hold on to some of these, alchemy mats and other things so that we can collect more and don't have to hold on to them all the time. Well, those guys certainly know how to raise the roof or off the world. No. What if they just use the... What if it's called the Throat of the World because that's what allows them to talk to the rest of us like that?
By Ismail, you did it. You killed the dragon.
I did. I did kill the dragon. And now I have some
Someone who can
stuff to sell.
Got some good people. Take a look.
Alright, so we got a steel battle axe. Don't need that. Don't need any of these 6 daggers. Don't need a steel mace. Or the war axe. Keeping the Imperial sword here. Now the Skyforge sword, or Skyforge steel, is really, really good. I believe it can compete with even the what do you call it? It'll compete with Daedric when fully, at base when it's fully upgraded. And I believe the
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith.
it's not
Yorland Greymane's got that on.
what is this?
Man steel is a legendary. All I ask is
43. Okay, so we don't need to upgrade this, and this is 24. We're at 21. I kind of prefer having the look all the same, so we'll just sell it.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
And we're at 5404. Sweet. We'll be. I'm not sure how much the upgrades cost. I think they're fairly inexpensive.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
The chest shouldn't be too bad.
I work with my mother.
Hopefully it's under the 400. And now that that's open, there are 2 things we're gonna do. One is we're gonna look for the Elemental Fury Shout, which I believe we're gonna go down to Falkreath to go get. I believe that's where we'll get our first part of it. We can get the second part of it naturally through. We can wait for the Meredith Beacon, or we can just go there. And then the last one, I believe, is in some Forsworn area.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you. So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
Yeah. Turns out he was. And I killed him. I sucked his soul.
Dragonborn. What do you know about the Dragonborn?
I don't know what it is. When it died, I sucked its soul. And then I got to shout at people, and everybody loved it. Old men. Greybeards, old men.
They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
That explains why they could talk to me.
Dragonborn is said
Or to
be
us.
uniquely gifted in the
That's why you
voice.
heard it.
The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards. Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tibeseptim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora. Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend?
Nord nonsense.
Capable as he may be,
That's a good
I
way
don't
to
see
piss
any
somebody
sign
off.
in this, what,
Calling their
dragon?
beliefs and religion nonsense.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed
Yep.
up ignorant.
He's mad.
These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire. Prongar, don't be so hard on Avenici. I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him? That's the Greybeards' business, not ours.
Yeah.
Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately.
There is no refusing the summons of the Greybeard.
What kind of weapon does he have on his back? Look at this long stick.
I envy you, you know. To climb the
Maybe it's his old
7,000
man walking
steps again.
stick?
I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Ravager is
Oh.
a very peaceful place.
Almost.
Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here.
Looks like an orcish war axe.
Don't even think about it.
No, man. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn.
Yes, I did.
By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you
Terrific.
Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We
I can
honored
just
to have
shout them
you
away.
as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, prevent this. I have a house to buy.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home.
Awesome. I'd like to decorate my
Glad
home.
to help you. And of course, don't forget now. What would you like to purchase?
What would I like to purchase? An alchemy lab is 500. Bedroom furnishings, living room furnishings, children's bedroom, dining room furnishings. I don't care. I think the alchemy lab will actually have a satchel with any luck.
I'm
So-
sorry, but is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
I didn't have enough gold.
As you wish. Speak to me again if you decide to purchase something.
I need 500 gold. I've got 404. I think we should sell some of these, don't you?
For
Watch
your
over
home.
your battles, friend.
Yeah.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
I don't know if I can sell them to
There's
Farengar.
been talk
Let
amongst the gods.
me see.
You are Dragonborn. With such a
Divine smile on you, friend. Take a look.
Nope. Actually, the Akatosh amulet I could probably sell. I'm not really worried about my magicka. Get rid of that.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
See if we've got it. Did we keep something? We did. Oh! The Axe of Whiterun was that two-hander that he had on his back, and it happens to have the soul, capture soul enchantment, which is good for us, because we can put it on something like a bow, for example. And we could go kill deer or rabbits or anything like that for our enchanting. And then maybe in the future, depending on whether or not we enchant the weapon, we might be able to use like a one-hander that also has Soul Trap on it. I believe Elemental Fury, the shout we're looking to utilize.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
Awesome.
The
Thanks.
Jarl, the title of Thane is an honor.
What does housecarl do?
My Thane,
You keep
I'm
care of my
sorry.
house.
Looks like you've already got
I
someone
worry
with
about
you.
other
I do.
servants in the hold.
I do, my
All
buddy.
Lightly manned.
Perfect.
Prime targets for those damn dragons.
There's that. So anyways, like I was saying, the Elemental Fury shout won't necessarily apply to a weapon if it was enchanted with bound weapons or with bound soul. However, there is a mace. I think we have to get to level 20 that we can get out of Markarth. It's a fairly lengthy quest line, but I believe it's a tribute. I think it's Mal Bolrag. I don't know his name. We'll have to. I think it's Molag Bal. Yep, pretty sure it's Molag Bal. But anyways, there's a tribute to him that we can get a mace, and it innately has it. And so weapons that innately have enchantments like that, they still manage to get the application because it's not considered an enchanted weapon. It's more like a unique weapon. So with that being said, we are finished here. We do want to, like I said, we're going to go sell some potions and try to get to our 500. If we can, we will utilize that money to get an alchemy lab set up in the house, and then we won't have to. Technically, all we need is a box. I wonder if it has a box. Let's go open our house first. Maybe we don't need any of what we just talked about.
I ain't done nothing.
I believe. Where is Bree's home?
Alfred, patron of the great
Not there, not there. That's Olga's house. Oh, this is Olga's house. This soul does, not Olga.
Maybe
This is
someone
Olava.
will reveal your destiny.
The guard barracks. I don't think they want us to make that our house. The Fletcher over there.
Fresh baked loaves. Still warm from the oven.
This is that guy's shop. Backside is still a part of his shop. Bellathor's. Yeah, we're gonna use the map. Use the local map. See if we can find Bree's home. There. So it's on the top. This. That's over here.
When the Empire surrendered to the
This is the Fletcher with the drunken huntsman. Still the Fletcher here.
Damn those gray mains to oblivion.
That's over here somewhere. Maybe it's this little one. That's Uthgerd's. House Greymane. I am about to lose my mind. Here's the War Maidens. And it's the next one over. See the War Maiden? Did I really check every house except for the right one? I did. I am terrible. Oh, I wonder if this box we can open. Nope. Nope. None of those boxes. Do we have a chest? Any of them? Ah, it comes with a chest. Here, we don't have to search. Ladies and gentlemen, it's over. The search is over. We've got all we want out of there. There's the shield. That's fine. Potions. We should be able to kind of reduce these. So like things that we're going to use to sell specifically for gold, we can drop or anything like that. We don't have anything too expensive. We've got these potions regenerate stamina. So we'll keep those because we do want to sell them in a short period of time. These carrots we're going to drop because we've been getting a bunch, and if in the event that we want to do some cooking, we will want those with us. Ingredients. Not sure how much that actually is affecting, but let's... Right now I'm just putting all of this in here because I want to see what our weight turns into when they are deposited, or all deposited. And this way we can do our checking. I can check my, I didn't want that. It took too many. Letter. Alright, so our weight's 164 without all those alchemy mats. Man, that is a lot of weight. That's all. That was a good amount. I think it was over 60. Maybe, yeah, maybe 60. But even 50 pounds is pretty intense. So here we can wait until we want to do alchemy to come back and pick those up and utilize them, whether that's slow walking or running or anything like that. It will mean that we have to kind of plan our alchemy setups. Other than that, we have a house. We have a chest for depositing our materials and stuff we want to keep in. We now have a little safe spot, and we have killed a dragon, so we are ready to take on the world and work on getting the other shouts and getting a few other items to kind of finish off the base fundamental parts of the build and then make them better. So that'll be it for now. Let me know in the comments if you liked anything, if you have any comments, tips, tricks, or anything you want explained, and we will catch you all at the next one. Thanks for watching.